Today you have just released one of the finest books on former Prime Minister Lal Bahadur Shastri Ji, and as you mentioned also at that time, that only few books were available. So can you define that what were the main chapters in the books which touches upon the life of the former?
Well, the book you can say that's got the book starts with his Mughal Sarai. It starts with the period of 1900, the time when he was born in Mughal Sarai. It talks about the railway colony where he grew up. Then it goes on to talk about Benares, the schools that he studied, the teachers that were his inspiration for him. Then it talks about Banaras Hindu University. It talks about Mahatma Gandhi's presence there. It talks about Kashi Vidyapeeth. Then it talks about how he takes up a position in the Servants of People Society, how he goes to Lahore. Then the work that he did with the Achut Udhar in Meerut and Muzaffarnagar. Then of course he becomes the district secretary of the Congress. So there are 36 chapters in the book, which discuss various phases of his life. From the beginning to the last to his last efforts at making a lasting peace with Pakistan in Tashkent. So in my mind, some little aspects about we all talk about his resignation as the railway minister, but we don't talk about how he built up the railways. The railways was not such a glorious organization as we know today. So the entire effort at rebuilding the railways, the entire effort at rebuilding the post and telegraph, the effort at getting the BSF created. So Shastri was a great institution builder. So I've tried to cover those aspects of his life based on archival records, based on his speeches, and based on a lot of other factors that were available.
So you also mentioned about 1935 when he was a Congress president and
No, he was there. He was then the secretary of the UP Congress, and he was asked to write a report on the agrarian conditions of UP. So that is the time when he did a lot of research, and he was able to understand that there was a major agrarian crisis. That is the time when I think, what he did later, 30 years later as the Prime Minister, the genesis of that was already there in the 35 report, because he had learnt a lot. You see, he was a person who made statements not on the basis of any anecdotal or any emotional thing, but he was doing it on the basis of hard facts, and that is what he did. Whether it was in the case of the language formula, whether it was in the case of the organization of the agricultural system in the country.
so there are many anecdotes that you have mentioned in the book, one especially referring to Ayub Khan's. So how do you look at that chapter?
No, I think, you see, the important thing to understand is that at that point of time, the world thought that, Ayub Khan is more powerful. They felt that they've got more military weapons. And the fact is that they had more military weapons. The fact is that you do not count the strength of a nation only in terms of the armored power that you have. You have to look at the strength of a nation on account of its internal cohesion, on account of how strong the democratic polity is, on whether elections are being held regularly, and when I say regularly, and held democratically, and whether the functioning is being done in that manner. So that was the great plurality of India which Shastri represented. So that was the great strength.
Actually, you also mentioned about the 19 months of his tenure as PM and several of the decisions that he took, which were very decisive for the country. So how do you explain?
No, I would say that, he was a person who would take decisions in any case. He would take decisions when he was minister without portfolio. He was taking decisions when he was railway minister. He was taking decisions as communications minister. So decision making, not avoiding decisions, was part of his character. Right. So that part of the character remained with him all throughout. Right. Thank you. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.